What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mongols Pregame'n Edition. This is where we spend some time talking to the team prior to the next match, making his inaugural appearance on the show during his inaugural season with the Hounds after his inaugural nomination for Goal of the Week from his inaugural goal as a professional is none other than Jorge Garcia. Jorge, welcome to the show, man. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome to Pittsburgh. How are you settling in?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously the weather's something to try to get used to just because I'm from the South, but I mean, this week has been great. So yeah, settling in.
Good. How's the transition been going from college to the pro game for you?
Yeah, it's similar in some ways and different in so many other ways. I think it's a lot more intense. At this point, it's more than just soccer. It's kind of like a job. So, it's something that, you can't really get away with things that you might be able to get away with at the college level. But yeah.
Now I'm curious. Are you talking about like from a training perspective, or is like Bob watching you like a hawk when you're not on the field? What do you mean,
No,
like,
it's in everything, like on and off the field, just taking care of your body, taking care of your recovery, sleep, what you're eating, what you're not eating, all the little things that you have to do well just to keep performing, whether it's in training or in games.
Yeah. I'm curious, in terms of that sort of rehab and the eating, is the services that are sort of provided to you as a player at the professional level, are those like comparable to what you had at the college level, or is it more? Were you like surprised when you came in and someone's telling you like, here's your meal plan for the week?
No, it's I mean, I would say it's similar. I think the biggest difference here, I think, is that it's every week, whereas in like college, you're only in season for like 2-3 months max.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get a little bit more, just more time to focus on what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. Has it helped having your former teammate at Villanova, Jason Borghi, here with you?
Yeah, Borgi. Yeah, it's been great. It's just nice from being at the combine, just having a familiar face, someone who's also a good friend of mine. So
yeah,
it's been good.
Are you guys competitive at all over minutes? Like, I know you guys both started the first game, and then it's kind of been, you've both been getting minutes here and there. Do you guys
Right.
keeping track of that thing?
Nah, I wouldn't say so. I think if it is competitive, it's a friendly competition.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine.
Good. Obviously, massive goal this week in the loss to Loudon. Walk us through what was going through your mind during that play.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of instinct. Just took advantage of the position I was in. I think I back myself in those those spots when I am on the ball, whether it's to assist or to shoot and score. But yeah, it was a good early pass from Luke, and even though the defender was right there, it wasn't enough. Enough to stop me from getting a shot off. But yeah, it's good.
Did you know before the ball even got to you that your intention was to shoot?
No, I think it was kind of like a split second just to think about it and react almost.
Yeah.
But once I knew I was going to shoot, I just went for it, and
yeah,
luckily it went in. So
that first touch was great, man. Like, you just sort of opened it up like you were ready for it. So kudos to you. Obviously, it was up for goal of the week. Unfortunately, you didn't win. Are you the type of person that, you tried to get everybody to go vote for it, or were you more like low key about it?
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say I'm I would say I'm more low key about it than to try to win it. This is not really something I'm too focused on.
Yeah. I noticed after rewatching it, after you scored, part of your celebration was you pointed towards the bench. Was there anybody in particular you were pointing at?
It wasn't to the bench. It was it was actually a group of guys who were trying, just get in my head. Every time I came on, and then they were just talking whatever, saying stuff,
Dude, that's
yelling my name.
that's even better than pointing at the bench. I love that. Good for
So
you.
yeah, they were just trying to get me rattled, and then obviously scored, and then pointed right at them, and then I remember as I came back, that they were all like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." But yeah, it was good. It was good.
That's awesome. A question, we've talked about this and we've heard rumblings. We know just from like the inner workings of the team that Bob tends to value sort of high percentage shooting opportunities.
Right.
When you go to take a shot like that, is that something that goes through your mind? Like, is that something that's actively talked about, or does that all go out the window and you're just like, I'm taking it?
At that moment, I wasn't thinking about high percentage or not. I kind of just backed myself to to bury the goal. But I mean, when it's another play, when there's an open player and a shot, I would say pass it to the open player so you could have the higher percentage shot that you mentioned. So yeah, it kind of just depends on what's going on, what the play is.
Yeah, makes sense. Reports out of Loudon were that the field is really rough to play on. Was that your experience?
Yeah, it was pretty tough. I felt like some of the areas were a bit patchy, and then some were like fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just had to adapt and play with it. Can't really do much.
Speaking of adapting, next week you guys are going to be home against North Carolina on the new turf at Highmark Stadium. Have you guys had a chance to see it or play on it yet?
We have not yet, but I'm sure we will before we play on it. But yeah, super excited. I think a lot of the guys who have been here have, said it's long overdue. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Thus far, you've been deployed in a couple of different spots across the midfield. If you had your preference, what do you think is your best position?
Right. Yeah. For me, I like to play more in, like a deeper role, more of an 8. Than how I've been playing. I've kind of been playing as a 10 or second forward or out wide. But for me, always 8.
Why? Like, what's the difference in your mind?
You get on the ball more, and I think for me, just stringing passes from a deeper role and then getting myself up higher up on the field as the play goes on is my strongest position.
You keep scoring goals like that, man. It's gonna be tough for Bob to make you an 8. I'm just letting you know.
Right. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you guys have a big Jägermeister Cup match against Detroit this weekend. The team and the city sort of have a bit of a history with Detroit. Have the guys in the locker room talked about that at all?
Not much. I think, it's definitely, it's all we've been focusing on this week. Going in, we feel confident, to get all 3 points. But I think that's how we approach every game. I don't think there's a game we don't approach thinking we're not going to come away with 3 points. So, yeah.
Perfect. What are your thoughts on tournaments like this and the Open Cup that sort of happened during the season?
Yeah, it's good. I think it's good for, guys who haven't been getting the minutes, as many minutes, to get their minutes and just to be ready. I think at the end of the day, everybody can do the job. So if we have everyone ready, it's, not only good for them, but good for the team as well. So
for sure, definitely having sort of that experience and that depth off the bench, some massive help as we go down the stretch. How's everyone feeling before the game this weekend?
Yeah, good. I think maybe it's the weather. Maybe the weather's helping us. But yeah, guys are great. Yeah, it's good.
Good. Jorge, thanks again for joining me. I appreciate the time. Best of luck in Detroit this weekend. Hopefully we'll get another worldie of a goal from you, or maybe 2.
Sounds good.